Hey guys, I'm Allison and I'm so glad you're here with me today. So I have a first impressions of the new Nars Ignited Eyeshadow Palette. First, let's just talk about the packaging. So here's the outer box for those of you who are interested, and then it has like the ingredients on the back. This palette you get, the net weight is 0.04 ounces and you get 1.4 grams of product, I believe, in each eyeshadow. Is that how? Anyway, this is what the actual eyeshadow palette looks like. It's got this really pretty purple and pink kind of watercolor splatter kind of on the front. Not kind of, that's what it does have on the front of that. On the back you have the names of the eyeshadows, and then you open it up and this side is a mirror. Hello. And then of course here are the beautiful shadows. So this is a very similar shape. It's pretty much the same type of packaging and layout as last year's palette, which is the Narcissist Wanted palette. Now this is interesting because this says Narcissist on it and this just says Nars, so I'm not sure really what the, if there's a difference, if this was just, anyway, if you know, you can leave it in the comments down below and educate me. You get 12 eyeshadows. There are 3 mattes. This row right here I would consider like a shimmer row, and this row here is straight up glitter, and then this row here I think is kind of maybe a combo. I gotta swatch it to let you know. It's kind of shimmer glitters, but I'll swatch it here to let you know what that kind of final row is. So let's just get to the swatch party here. I'm gonna do them on my arm here, like so. Okay, I'm going to zoom you in here so you can see a closer up view of the swatches. Okay, so obviously we have the 3 mattes here. These 3 here are shimmers, and then these 3 here, which I showed you already in this row right here. These are the glitters, and then I would say that these are pretty much glitters as well. They almost just look almost a little bit more metallic as opposed to these, which just are like very glittery shades. So those 3 there are the 3 here that I'm talking about. So there's been a lot of comparisons. Maybe not a lot. I've just seen a few on the YouTube to the Nars Wanted palette. So I just thought, okay, let's just see here. And I'm going to kind of pair the shadows up that I think are closest together, and we'll see how they compare. Okay guys, so I've been sitting here like playing with the swatches, and I've even seen somebody else do this where they kind of compare the shadows from the 2 palettes, and I just don't even see that much similarity. I mean, yes, okay, these 2 red shades are probably what I would say is the most comparable in the palette, but this is the Wanted and on top is the Ignited, and I would say this one seems more pigmented to me for sure, and it's just a little bit darker. The mattes definitely have different, like they're just not quite the same. Like, obviously this one is like that really dark brown. This one's lighter. If anything, I think these two mattes look more similar to each other than they look to the Ignited palette. And then I did, you know, Nars kind of had that, they kind of started to go there with the glitter with this one right here in the Wanted. This is definitely more tan. These have more mauviness to them, but it is glittery. And the glitters in the Ignited have multi-dimensional glitters, whereas this glitter is just very much a straight up silver glitter with like the tan pigmented base, if that makes sense. And then this is the last one I thought maybe could be compared. That's this shade right here in the Wanted to that Point Noir in the Ignited. This one's just, they're not the same. Like, yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, this one definitely is like more of a peachy toned, where I see more like pinky mauve coming out of the Ignited, which makes sense because look at the packaging. You definitely see like more peach orangey tones and more purple pink tones in this. Like the palettes are showing you how they're different. Do you need them both? That's up to you. Like, I really like the Ignited palette. I really like the glitters in there. Actually, let's just take one more look at the swatches. I'm going to show you the look on that I did today, and then at the end I'm going to talk about my review. So, roll that footage of me getting this. Okay, try 2 here. I thought I was recording, but I wasn't. So, the first thing we're going to do is take this lightest matte shade here. I've already put it down a little bit, but I'm just going to go back in to show you. Okay, same brush, and the next matte shade there, the kind of medium toned matte shade, I would say. These are blending so nicely. And then that kind of really warm matte shade, I'm going to take a little bit of that and pop that in the crease as well. Okay, now I'm going to take some Too Faced glitter glue here. Just a little dab will do ya. I'm going to do one eye at a time. And then the shade I'm so excited to use is this one right here. This is called, let's see here, Fuse, I believe. And I'm just going to take my middle finger and press into that shadow and press it onto my lid. You guys, this is why I always do my eyes first. I just prefer to do it that way. But I am getting fallout from this glitter shade, which I anticipated. But oh my gosh, she pretty. There is so much dimension to this glitter, but so much fallout. The most fallout I think I've ever had with an eyeshadow. Okay, so I did not have as much fallout on this eye as I did on this eye, and I think because I made sure to use more of a tapping motion instead of like a rubbing, you know, swiping motion, I should say. Okay, I do want to deepen that up a little bit, and to do that I'm just going to take this really small Morphe Jaclyn Hill brush. It's 42, and I'm going to use this shade here, which I believe is Point Noir. right here. And I'm just going to keep this on the outer corner. That's pretty though. I like that combo there. I'm just gonna kind of, actually, I think I'm gonna take another shade and dab between those two shades to kind of combine them. Which one do I want to do? I got it. I'm gonna go with that red shade. And I'm just going to dab. Oh yeah, yes. Yes, 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 I like that. I'm just kind of dabbing between that glitter and the darker shade we put down, that Point Noir. Just blending it. Oh my gosh, that is so pretty. I really, really like that. Before I do anything else, I'm gonna just kind of re-blend in the crease a little bit. I went into that middle matte shade. And lastly, I'm just going to take a black shadow and line my upper lash line. Any black shadow you want to use. If you want to use a liquid liner or a gel liner, you just do you on this. Okay, before I put on mascara and all that, I am just going to take this opportunity to kind of clean up. And I think I will, I'm not going to film me doing the rest of my makeup because this video is just about this palette today. So I'll be right back with you with a cleaner face, and then we'll finish off the eyes. Okay guys, so I have the rest of my face here done, as you can see, and I just thought that I would finish off my eyes. I think I'm going to go into this Noir here. Actually, no, I know what I'm going to do first. I'm going to go into this matte called Sophia, the center one, and I'm just going to run that on my lower lash line. Then I'm going to take a Makeup Geek pencil brush and go into Point Noir very carefully, since the rest of my face is done. And I don't think that's doing anything. So let's try this little brush here, this Jaclyn Hill that I used in the outer corner. Okay, I think that deepened up a little bit, but I don't know if that really did anything or not. Maybe that's just more suited for using it in a different technique manner. So, okay, you guys, well, this is my finished look using the palette. I'm just going to kind of close my eyes and show you one more time, and then I'm going to go into my final thoughts. Okay, guys, as I started to say earlier, I really like the Ignited palette. I really like this look that I got out of it. Now, granted, this is me liking it after my first impressions. Like, I have not used this palette more than one time, but I just really think that shade Fuse is really, really pretty. The mattes are super blendable and creamy. And overall, I just really, really like the tone of this palette. I think right now I like the Ignited more than I like the Wanted. I just think this one has more of a cohesive color story than this one, which has like this kind of really random green thrown in there, and then this brown here was kind of a miss for me because it's just so stinking dark. It's so dark. I did really like this shade in the Wanted, but anyway, enough about that palette. Yeah, I just really, yeah, I think if I had to pick, I would get the Ignited. Now, that's saying, like, the Wanted, I don't think you can even get it anymore. I think they discontinued it, or I don't know. I mean, you know, makeup always pops up on eBay and whatnot. But now, if you have the Wanted and you're debating on whether or not you need the Ignited, first of all, do we really need makeup? Probably not. But it sure is fun. That's just a personal decision up to you. It depends on if you want to add another palette to your collection. Yeah. But I definitely think, sorry, Darvin's like right there. Hi, Darvin. This palette, I believe, was $59. I got it off of the Sephora app. And like, I'm happy with it so far. So I'll have to do like an update on how much I use it or don't use it. But anyway, Nars does, you know, it's a good quality product. So I guess I'll just leave you with that, and with these swatches that I'm going to have to try and get off my arm. So, all right, guys, thank you so much for spending some time with me today, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.